Hello there! It's been a while, hasn't it? It has been quite some time since I made a video for YouTube that wasn't involving driving my car around the highways and indeed all byways of this fair isle. I wanted to do a quick video to just sort of explain what's been going on. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't like splashing my private life all over YouTube, as I'm sure many long-time viewers know. But I just wanted to just check in and just say what's going on. So let's start from the beginning, shall we? So many of you, I'm sure, know who are on my Facebook, friends with me on Facebook, for example, know that for a very, very long time, and the majority of time that I've been making videos on YouTube, I was with a girl called Lisa, and we were in a very happy relationship and yada yada yada. Everything was all good. But we split up in January 2016, so a year and a half ago now, almost. Quite a long time ago. And while the relationship split up, well, it ended sort of as amicably as it can do, and me and Lisa are still mates and all that jazz. At the same time, I was not in a very good place at all, especially at the end of the relationship. And as you can probably imagine, when real life gets in the way of making YouTube vids, it can become, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Fuck it. I don't want to watch a wrestling show, especially if I know it's not going to be a particularly good one. So that it takes a back seat. So, and then of course, I'll do it tomorrow becomes, I'll do it next week. It'll be fine. I've got plenty of time. Which becomes, I'll do it next week, and then I'll do it next week. And next thing you know, the month has gone past. And so when you're doing a series like 10 years ago, which relies on being uploaded in that particular month from 10 years ago, so January, February, March, whatever, then it becomes a point. Yeah, it becomes a point where you're like, right. So I missed that one now, and so when the New Year's Revolution 2000 and Revolution when New Year's Revolution 2016 didn't go up, and there wasn't the outcry of, oh Mick, where's the video? There's a couple of comments, yes, and a couple of messages, but there wasn't a massive, hey, where's the vid? It was one of those, oh well, no one seems to really give a fuck. It was my outlook, was my, I'm not feeling great, I don't want to do YouTube vid, so and no one seems to want one, so fuck it, sort of thing. Does that make sense? Did a WrestleMania review, and that seems to go well. And I said that I'd do another one, and then that one never. I said I'd do WrestleMania 3 and WrestleMania 12. Did I say? So I did WrestleMania 3. Never got around to doing 12, and again there was no, hey Mark, where's the vid? There was nothing. So it's one of those. Yeah, right, okay, fair enough. That's fine, am I? So I guess it's not the end of the world that I'm not doing vids. So yeah, as more time went on, I just didn't really fancy doing it at all. And what I should have done at the time is record a video similar to this, saying, look, I'm not in a good place. I'll start doing my vids when I'm in a better place. I hope you guys understand. See you in a bit. Something like that. But I should have done that. And for not doing that, I apologise to you, my subscribers. I should have done better. I tried doing the videos with the Extreme one, didn't I? We did the ECW series, and that was fun to do. I enjoyed doing the vids with Dave, but then again, pesky real life got in the way, because I was able to do those videos with Dave because after me and Lisa split up, because of course I used to work as her carer. I was Lisa's live-in carer because of course I was a boyfriend, and she needed a lot of care, so I was her carer. That was my job. And I of course I wasn't with her anymore. I wasn't her carer anymore. I had to go and actually get a proper real life job instead of being her carer. So before I got my real life job, I was able to go up to Dave's once a week or once every couple of weeks and get these videos done. And we could have done a series out of it. But then once I got my job, and it meant that I couldn't see Dave very often. So the series realistically couldn't really happen. And so that's why I haven't, apart from the Mark and Meg's Excellent Adventures, I haven't actually done a wrestling vid for the best part of a year now, isn't it? It's probably getting close to. So, but yeah, I wanted to just give you an update to say that a couple of things. So the first one is I've got a real life job. I work for a wonderful company called Top Speed Couriers. I am a courier. I'm sat in my van right now, as you can probably tell. And I travel all over the country doing this and doing that, delivering stuff and collecting things, and it's wonderful. I absolutely love my job. I'm such a lucky man to do the job that I do. I've met and fallen in love with, and I'm now living with a wonderful girl called Liz. I've moved to the Cotswolds so that me and Liz can make a start together. I've got a wonderful house. If you're friends with me on Facebook, look at my cover picture, you'll see my new house. It's fucking brilliant. Oh, it's a tractor. I'm currently sat on a farm actually waiting for a delivery, which is fun. So yeah, there's a tractor pulling up right next to me. That's fun. Very off-putting as well. Yeah, I met Liz at a wrestling show. I met her at a Fight Club Pro show, believe it or not. So yeah, she is a wrestling fan, so or a keeper, as I believe they're known in the trade. Still love wrestling. This is the thing I need to stress to you guys. I don't watch WWE very much. In fact, I can tell you I've watched 3 WWE shows this year, all the way through. So they are, I watched 4, sorry, technically. I watched the UK Championship tournament in January. I watched WrestleMania, and I watched the latest takeover from NXT, the Chicago one. I watched that to see the Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate match primarily, but you know, I did enjoy the show. Because I don't watch WWE, I don't think for a second that I'm not still a massive wrestling fan. At this moment in time, in this recording, I have been to 11 independent shows in the UK this year, the majority of which have been from Fight Club Pro and Attack Pro Wrestling, who are 2 of my favourite companies. I've been to 1 Future Shock show and 1 Southside show on top of those. Unfortunately, moving to the Cotswolds meant that Future Shock just isn't an option for me anymore. Unfortunately, I get a lot of early starts on Mondays, so Sunday night wrestling shows are not really good for me anymore. I've got no beef with anyone from Future Shock or anything like that. It's just circumstance, I'm afraid. Something, you know, it's one of those. I can't put the rest of my life on hold because of a wrestling promotion, you know. And trust me, Fight Club Pro and Attack especially, they fill the void that Future Shock left in my heart, if you want to call it that. So yeah, life is very, very good at the moment, and I finally feel that I'm in a good enough place to start again. Now, I don't know if my vids will be as popular as they once were. I'm expecting them to not be, is the actual truth, because at the end of the day, I let you guys down by just fucking off into the ether, you know. But, you know, a couple of 100 views of a vid would be nice. Because of the way that my shifts fall, you know, the only downside to my job is that we don't know day to day what shift we'll be on. So tomorrow, for example, at this moment in time, I'm recording this vid at 5 o'clock in the afternoon while I'm waiting for this pickup. I have no clue what I'm doing tomorrow. I literally haven't a clue. So I can't say that, right, tomorrow I'm going to sit down and watch an hour's worth of wrestling, because I just don't know if that's going to be the case. But I'm sure, well, the point I'm trying to make is I'm sure I can find 15 minutes to watch a match. If it's just one a day, I'm sure I can find that time. So I think we can start doing the 10 years ago videos again. It just means that I don't think I can commit to a monthly video, if that makes sense, because my life's still, I mean, I'm so busy. I mean, we moved into this new house 2 weeks ago, you know, and I'm so busy. I feel like I haven't sat still for 5 minutes, you know, since then, because I've got so much to do. People have told me, you know, moving house is ridiculously stressful, and it is frightening how stressful it is and how much stuff you've got to do. And just getting the internet into the house, for example, has taken weeks and weeks and weeks, you know, all that jazz. So what I'm trying to say is I'm going to try and start doing, I will pick up where we left off. So the next video that you will see on this channel will be my 10 years ago review of New Year's Revolution 2006. That's the vid I should have done next, shouldn't I? And I will hope to have that up at the weekend. Okay, that'd be great, wouldn't it? But I don't know when the next one will be. I'm not going to, so I'm not, what about, I haven't been saying, so it's good and bad. It's that I'm going to start doing videos again, and that's going to be wonderful, and we'll hopefully literally pick up where we were, and they'll hopefully be exactly the same. Some gay and all that jazz, fantastic, wonderful stuff. But I can't say whether it'll be every single month. What I would say is expect a vid every 6 weeks or something like that. Now, of course, the flip side of that is it means it's not going to be 10 years ago. So I can't do from January 2006 because that was a year and a half ago. And if you're, you know, it's one of the things, it's leave myself wide open for the comments going, Mick, this show wasn't 10 years ago at all. But what I was thinking is the rationale I'm going in with this one is that if you go and watch my 10 years ago review of Royal Rumble 2000, for example, now, you know, the one that I recorded 7 years ago, you know, that's not 10 years ago now, is it? So literally from the month As soon as the month that the video was uploaded has gone by, it's not 10 years ago anymore, is it? But I don't want to start calling it 12 years ago, because that'd be daft. And you never know, there is a chance, if I pull my finger out, I could actually start catching up on myself. If circumstances, I could sit down and watch an hour and a half of wrestling tomorrow. I might only have a 4-hour shift tomorrow. I'm going, right, come on, let's watch a whole show. And that is a possibility. So I'm going to keep calling it 10 years ago. Like I say, we'll pick up where we left off, shall we? How does that sound? And I think it's going to be good. I think it could be fun to start doing again. I need to decide in this new house where to put the camera. Shall I go in the kitchen again? I've got a fucking ridiculously large kitchen now. I've got a myriad of places I can put the camera. So that's one of the things I need to have a think about, is to where to put the camera. That's going to be interesting. That is going to be an interesting one. Anyway, I really hope that you guys are up for some more 10 years ago and whatever else comes into my mind. I do want to start doing BritWres reviews, because BritWres is huge in the moment. Have you seen how fucking big British wrestling is? When I was reviewing Future Shock shows in 2011, 2012, and people were commenting going, look, Mark, no one cares. No one cares about British wrestling. In fact, I was going to say the last, but every show I've been to this year has been sold out. All 11, every single one. The next show I'm going to is sold out. The next one after that is sold out. Fight Club Pro, they did a show a few months ago now, maybe a few weeks ago, the Dream Tag Team Invitational. They sold out a 1,000-seater venue. That's remarkable. I remember going to Fight Club Pro shows where there was 50 people there, and that wasn't that long ago. The UK Championship tournament was fucking brilliant, and I think it's put so many eyes on the British scene. It's just amazing to see how many new people have got into it and how hot the scene is at the moment. It's great to see. It really is good. And it's sellouts all over the shop. It's really. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you've gone to a British show recently. Just let me know, because I'd love to hear what you've been to. I mean, Progress selling out all over the shop. I know that Future Shock are selling out all over the shop. All the companies seem to be doing well, apart from PCW, which is interesting. They're the ones who seem to be. I heard they drew 80 people to their Bradford show recently, which is an interesting one. I haven't been to a PCW show. I went to one last year. I haven't been to one at all this year. They're a company that I lost interest in them very, very quickly. I just was just like, right, bored of this now. Go find something else to do. But yeah, if you've been to a British show, let me know. Yeah, what I was going to say, I'd love to do British reviews, but I don't like writing notes at shows. I really don't, because I feel like if you're writing a note, it's like taking photos at shows. If you're taking photos of everything that happens, sure, you're not watching the show, you're just looking at it through a camera lens. And that, to me, doesn't feel organic. That feels like you're a photographer, not a fan. Does that make sense? So I don't take photos ever. I take one photo of, I take a generic, this is where I'm sat photo, and that's it. These days, I don't like taking notes on thingy. Because when I'm writing my notes, when I'm watching a show to do it 10 years ago, I will watch something and then pause it and write. That's why it takes me so long to watch a show. I don't just sit and type going. Because of course I can't type without. I've got to look at the keys because I'm an idiot. So I don't know what else I'm gonna do. If nothing else, we will commit to. I mean, 2006 has got WrestleMania, hasn't it? And it's got ECW One Night Stand again, and of course it's got December to December. So there's a lot of good and fun stuff to look at, isn't there? Anyway, I've just realised I've waffled on for the best part of 14 minutes. So quick video. See what I mean? Quick. What can you say? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Mark P. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this, it means you must still be subscribed to me. And if you are still subscribed to me, that means the fucking world. And it really does. And yeah, fun times are coming back, hopefully. You never know, I might do the 10 years ago and 100 people watch it, each one going, fuck off, Mark, you're not relevant anymore, which, let's be honest with each other here, would probably be fair, wouldn't it? Anyway, I've been Mark P. Take it easy, guys.